Hey guys, it's Twisted Chromium. Today I'll be going over the 10 Temtem that I absolutely love in this game. This list does not take into account anything besides the way that they look and how I feel about them. So keep that in mind, because if your favorite Temtem or the top competitive Temtem don't make it on this list, it's my list and this is just the way I feel about them. So let's go ahead and take a look. Coming in at number 10 is Adora Boros. As you can see, this Temtem is adorable, hence the name Adora Boros. See what they did there? See what they did there? So its Tempedia entry says, few Temtem are as deceptive as Adora Boros, an unusual mix of cute and deadly, combining the most sophisticated mental tricks with the basest toxic traits. They are a fine example of the incredible natural diversity of the archipelago. So I don't use it for anything competitively, but it is super cute and I actually really love the way it looks. I wish that it evolved, because an evolution of this could be like really awesome, but currently it doesn't. So that's the number 10 spot. The number 9 spot is brought in by Barnsheburn. Barnsheburn is a mental and wind type. Its Tempedia entry states traditionally associated with the University of Arbory as its heraldic Temtem. This species has a deep, piercing stare. Although winged, it prefers to keep to the ground and use its mind as a weapon, a symbolism the academics are very fond of. So, while very weak on the first island because of all the Kazumas and everything running around, it's still one of my favorite Temtem. I love the way it looks, and it's just a pretty decent Temtem to keep around. Bringing in number 8 is Shween. Colorful Shween are a sight to behold, their bright scales reflecting pan sunlight as they frolic in the Kakama cenote. They feed off of the acidic components of zolitic waters, acting as natural filters and keeping the cenote waters clean and fit for human consumption almost as effectively as the layers of volcanic rock. Sorry, I mutilated some of those words in there, but that's fine. I like this Temtem because it's basically like a Chinese dragon, and it looks really cool, and I'm very fond of dragons. We need more dragon Temtem in the game. Hopefully one of the legendaries or mythic Temtems that come out later down the road is a dragon looking one, because I just love the appeal of it. Bringing up number 7 is Kinu. The elusive Kinu are some of the rarest nature Temtem in the Marsalis. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. To the point that some tamers think that they are mere legend. When they do show up, Amnesians treat them with the respect reserved for the guardian spirits of Anak. So, yeah, I mean, it's a mental type, and it has just an adorable little body, and its big eyes, and I just really like the thing. And it's actually pretty competitive as like a support Temtem, so keep that in mind on your travels. Number 6 is Lash. A fascinating offshoot, Lash is a rare case of bipedal hybrid. Documented only recently, the care with which it keeps its forearm crystal sharpened betrays some sort of primitive sentience. So it's a neutral crystal type, and I just love the way it looks. My favorite color is red, and yeah, this thing just hits all the notes for me. I love the way that it fights, and it's actually pretty good as well for competitive, as it hits really, really hard. Its abilities are pretty good too, and I just love its animation set, and it just looks awesome. So that's why Lash is number 6. Number 5 is Orphil. Probably a mutation from an ancient serpentine strand of nature Temtem, Orphil show remarkable adaptation to noxious conditions. They feature prominently in the art of ancient Proto-Arborean cultures who feared and revered them. I love the way that this thing looks, and I also enjoy its evolution that looks like a Hydra, and that's pretty much it. I mean, I love the way it looks, and it's my list, so it goes to number 5 just because it's a cool snake Temtem that evolves into a Hydra. Bringing in number 4 is Magnus. Magnus's original habitat was in the lava rivers under the Anak caldera, but now they can be found all around the archipelago as foundry operators in Quetzal, heating systems in Arbory, and of course in Temtem battles. This is one of the few Temtem that when I first seen it, I'm like, I have to have this one. I love the way it looks. I love that it evolves into Mastion, which is a really sweet looking Temtem in of itself. And it's one of my, looks kind of similar like Garchomp from Pokemon. And I just absolutely love this little Temtem. I bred a perfect one of these, and yeah, I look forward to playing with him for a very long time. And he's probably going to be in my team till the end of the game. Bringing in number 3 is Kazuma. Even in the wild, younger Genki seem to instinctively respect them as their elders. In the hills of Iwaba, one can often spot Kazuma leading small flocks of Genki, a clear indication of their status among electric Temtem. Now, Genkis are all over the first island, and it's just, you know, a small electric type Temtem that could possibly be a mascot, but because of certain electric rodents, we don't have an electric mascot, I guess. But I really like Genki, I really like Kazuma, and yeah, they're pretty good, and you can use them all the way through. I still have them on my team. I bred a perfect one. I have a non-perfect one that's max level currently, which is 48 in the early access. And I just really enjoy this Temtem, and I think it'll get better in time, because like right now we don't even have a digital Temtem to be able to activate its fast charge ability. So I'm looking forward to seeing where this thing goes and seeing it all the way through to the end of the game. Bringing in number 7 is Potty Pat. I mean, it's cute, it's blue, and it's pretty awesome. Its Tempedia entry says Potty Pat was popularized by a cartoon series, and ever since then it has been one of the most popular Temtem with kids. The series had an educational purpose to teach children that toxic Temtem are also valid and can be good friends. So, besides having a cute little story, in the game it has an anime-based, a cartoon series based on it, and I mean, it is absolutely adorable. I mean, look at the thing. It's just staring into your soul right now, telling you to capture it and take it home. Alright, bringing in number 1 is A Peck. The absolute favorites of toddlers all around the archipelago. A Peck are fluffy, soft, and absolutely adorable. Voluminous and cumbersome, they normally float low over the ground, making them ideal playmates for small children. I mean, it's a winged pig. It's awesome. And its selection as number 1 has nothing to do with this Loomis standing next to me. Yeah, nothing to do about that. Wasn't totally one of the major reasons why I fell in love with this Temtem. But anyways, if you made it this far through the video, I appreciate it. And if your favorite Temtem didn't make it, drop it down in the comments below and let me know what you think of the list. Thanks for watching, considering subscribing to the channel, and I'll catch you next time.